Woof. Hey there, Bad Dog, Craig from Two Dogs Digs. Today on Bad Dog Bites, we're going to show you how to save big money shipping from Canada into the USA to make you a more competitive seller on Etsy, on eBay, on tons of different places. But we're going to show you ways to save like up to 60-70% versus buying your postage through Canada Post. So stick around and we'll show you. Hey there, welcome to another Bad Dog Bites. For Bad Dog Bites, what we try and do is show you, as resellers, ways that we can save you money. And one of the biggest things that's a pain in the butt to most Canadians is having to send things via Canada Post. So Canada Post, for those of you who have to use it from here, when we have to ship stuff into the US, it can cost us between 12 to 20, 25 bucks to send items down there. I mean, something as simple as this little pair of fabulous sunglasses, because they don't fit through Canada Post's slot of doom, which is this little plastic thing that nothing actually fits through other than maybe a CD. And that can't even go tracked if you want to send it. If you want to send these down to the US, you're going to have to pay between $12 and $15 Canadian to ship those. Well, we're going to show you a way today where you're going to be able to buy postage in the US on USPS. So you're going to compete with all of those other shippers. And something like this could cost you as little as $4 to $5 Canadian to ship with tracking versus spending $15 to ship. So we've been using these services for a number of years now, and it's really saved our business as a reseller because we're able to advertise on Etsy and on eBay, two of our big reselling platforms, and even on Depop. And when we use those platforms, we can actually compete with all of the US sellers who are listing things. So we don't have to sell something that's $15. Other people sell it for $15, but because we're in Canada, we got to charge them $15 shipping. We get to charge them $5 or $6 shipping. So we're competitive with everybody else. And if you stay to the end, I'm going to talk to you about two real big secrets that help us as well when we're doing this for our US shipping. But first of all, how do you do it? How do we buy it? Well, you can't buy it in Canada through USPS. They won't allow you to buy it because it needs to get across the border. So what we're talking about is using a cross-border shipper. Now, if you Google cross-border shippers, what you're going to end up getting is a bunch of pages that are referencing things that are people sending stuff from the US up to Canada. We don't care about that. We want to talk about the people sending stuff from the US from Canada to the US. We want to ship from us down to them. And so what you're going to do is I'm going to give you the names of 4 of the top ones that we actually deal with right now. In fact, there'll be a link down below for them. And a couple of them, if you sign up using that link, you actually get like a $5 on your very first shipment. We get a little EPN commission on that, but it doesn't cost you anything if you do sign up for them. A couple others don't have any benefits, but we'll have the links to our top 4. But I want to sort of give you an example of what the prices is and what they could change to. So a perfect example is if I was sending something via Canada Post and it happened to be an item, and I did a couple of things just to show you here as examples. If you had something going we're in the Toronto area, so the east end of Canada, and we want to send something to the west coast of the US, for us to send something to California that's in a 10-inch by 6-inch by 3-inch envelope, so a t-shirt, these sunglasses, anything along those lines. The weight isn't very much, 2 kilograms. It's going to cost us $10 Canadian to send it to the States. Now that $10 Canadian, you may find a way to save 5% with Canada Post, but obviously $10 Canadian, that's not tracked. Now the thing that's important is when you're selling stuff on eBay and Etsy, you want to send stuff that's tracked so you can prove that the item arrived and you don't have somebody scamming you saying, I never got anything. You can say, look, it got delivered. I can prove to you it got delivered. But if you want to send that same thing on Canada Post with tracking, it goes from $10 Canadian up to $18 Canadian for tracking. And there's no way you want to send a $15 pair or a $15 t-shirt or a $15 or even a $25 DVD. You don't want to send it down there and pay $20 in shipping because you can't compete with anybody else. So how much would we do? Well, we could do this same thing for probably $6 Canadian if we were sending something down there. Here's another example of something else. This is a bigger package. This is $24 if we were going to send something that was, in this case, 10 by 7 by 6. So this could be a big coffee mug. It could be a statue. It could be some action figures in a box. It could weigh up to 2 pounds, and it's going to cost us $19 without tracking, or $24 with tracking. And you know what? We could send this one easily for probably in the neighborhood of $10 or so, maybe even $12 Canadian down there. So how do we do it? Well, you sign up with a cross-border shipper. The cross-border shipper allows you to buy USPS postage on their site. So you're actually buying it directly from their site, and you have to put in all the sizes and everything like that. The one thing that, here's your little trick, you might have to learn, you got to measure things not in metric, because USPS, the States, is inches. So it's the imperial system. So you got to remember to do that metric to imperial change. So no kilograms, no centimeters. It's all inches and pounds. So I'm going to show you our top 4 right now. And I'm going to give you that one other hint. So metric is one of the big hints, but another hint towards the end. The number one place right now, because of its number of locations, is a company called Chit Chats Express. Now, Chit Chats Express is in BC, like Vancouver, major markets, Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton. They have locations in Southern Ontario, sort of Hamilton area, Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal. They even have a drop-off in Halifax, I believe. So, pardon me, you can check the locations out just by clicking on that, and you go to chitchats.com. And again, the link will be down below, and you can check out their locations there. You can see where all their locations are. So Atlantic Canada, so they got Ottawa. These are all drop spots and branches where you actually just drive your items up and drop them off. It's that easy for you to actually get something across the border. So you can buy your postage on Chit Chats, and then you'll pay them a little bit, like the part of this, the payment will be for them to take it across the border. So it could be between 50 cents to $5. $5 for like a giant item, but could be like 60, 70, 85 cents. Okay. Individually, the rates change depending upon where you are. So think about it easily as an extra buck. But that buck, if I can save $14 on shipping, it's worth that extra buck. So I now have to just cover that extra buck for them to take it across. But I'm now competing with every US seller. Stallion Express is one of our favorites, actually. They're located in the Greater Toronto area, and they just opened up in a location in London, Ontario. So unfortunately, they're much more localized. They are looking at expanding. The London location just opened up recently. In Alberta, there is DYK Post, which has locations in Calgary, Edmonton, and Lethbridge. And throughout Ontario as a whole, another place just started recently called Swift Post. And they have locations all over the lower part of the province, even up into North Bay. And what they do is you actually buy your postage from them, and then you drop it off at some drop points. So in those cases, those drop points may be local drugstores or variety stores, places that they'll take, and they go and pick them up every single day. Now, here's the 2 secrets that you have to remember. One, there's the big secrets. One is that you need to add in an extra day or so to your handling, because what's going to happen is it takes that time for you to drop it off. It has to go across the border and then get in there. So anybody else who buys USPS is going to have their stuff. They can walk it right into a post office and drop it off that day. So you need to make sure you get that added day or 2, depending upon where you are, into your handling. So if you used to do 2 days handling, make it 3 days. If you used to do 3 days, make it 4 days. So that's one thing. But the other big secret, and it depends on who you're dealing with, and this is who we like the most, why we love DYK and why we love Stallion Express, is those 2 companies allow you to buy your postage anywhere. So you can actually be a member of Poshmark in the US. You can use their US address as your return US address. So you can sign up for Poshmark. You can possibly even sign up for Mercari, and you can buy your postage on things like Pirate Ship, which has amazing rates on Pirate Ship to get quotes. Those are quotes for Parcel Select and Priority Mail for that big package that's 2 pounds, $11. Now, that is in US funds, so that would be $14 Canadian in that specific case. But remember, that would be $14 compared to $24, $25. So you're still saving $10 if you're doing it that way. So that's one of the things we love about DYK and Stallion Express, is you can buy your postage directly on eBay, through Swift Post. You can go onto places, or through Pirate Ship. You can go onto places like that are US based, like Poshmark, which has a okay Canadian but huge US things. Anyway, there'll be links down below to all 4 of those places. You may find some other local ones. There is one in Winnipeg called Run and Red. There's one in Niagara Falls, Niagara on the Lake. There's another 1 or 2 in Montreal. So they're starting to open more and more. But those 4 are the big 4. Chit Chats Express, Stallion Express, DYK and DYK Post, and Swift Post. So I want you to think about those 4 and then take a look. Put in some of the numbers that you've got and see what it would cost you to send them through Canada Post, just like I showed you, and then try them on a couple of those sites, because they'll even let you try it out to figure out what you can save. And that saving should make you more money. Hopefully you like this Little Bad Dog Bites. If you did, sub down below. We have live shows every Tuesday night. We have a group of people called the Kennel Club that we also support as well for a private Facebook group. But we'd love to see you in one of our Tuesday night lives. And we'll keep doing more of these things to help you save money as resellers. Because, you know, we're Bad Dog and Good Dog, my partner. We're 2 dog sticks, and we like to put the F for fun in thrifting. But we also like to put the F for fun in finding ways to save you money and save us money. Well, I think I got to go ship some stuff right now. So I'm going to go buy some postage on USPS.